What up, people? It's Nickopz here. Today, I'm going to be talking about Cetrion. And Cetrion is a character that pros, a good amount of them, are starting to consider the best character in the game. Now, why is that? Cetrion pretty much has everything you need to win, honestly. She has really good projectiles that cover like every option, good normals, good range, an amazing anti-air, good crushing blows. Like, she plays this game really good, and in my opinion, I think she's a top tier character. I don't know about um I definitely don't agree that she's number one because Sonya's still in the freaking game and she has barely got any changes since day one. They literally just took a little bit of her damage away, like just a tap of her damage away. But this is what always happens with Sonya. She stays the best, but people just forget about her. But now on to the pros' opinions. Well, a good amount. I'm not gonna say all of them, but a decent amount of pros think Cetrion is up there as the best. Now, when people make their statement on who they think is the best, I look at it the way I look at it is, can it even be argued? Can you argue that Cetrion is the best if you're a pro? And even though I don't agree with them, I think it can be argued, but I don't know if I would just put her that high. I really don't. It's a little too soon to tell. They literally just like dropped a whole nother game in this game with the third variations. So there could be a stupid third variation in here we don't know about that can come to light. But Cetrion is pretty nasty. Like, she really is nasty. She can do a lot of things and she's really good at the things she does. The only reason I don't really hate this character because her damage is freaking garbage. If she had damage, I would hate her. But there's one thing that I cannot stand about Cetrion, and it's that freaking teleport. Why the heck would you give a zoner a teleport? What developer, character creator, whatever you call them, which one of them got up in the morning, had an idea? Cetrion. We're gonna give her a teleport. Oh, my fault. We're gonna give him a teleport because they literally changed his character to a girl at the last second. You know, maybe that's why she has a teleport, because she was rushed. But they literally changed his whole character's gender. Like, just a bit before the game came out. So this character you're looking at right now used to be a man. Just think about that. But yeah. Cetrion, in my opinion, oh, that's another thing to add. The pros that are saying she's the best aren't mad about her being the best. Usually they are mad about the character being the best, but in this case, they're not when it comes to Cetrion. And honestly, if people think she's the best and they're fine with that, it's just not a big deal. Honestly, it's just the teleport. That's the only reason I just don't like her. Like, I don't disrespect Cetrion. There's a difference. Like, I disrespect Jade. Like, I don't respect the way people play that character. I don't respect the character at all. But for some reason, I just can't, bring myself to disrespect Cetrion. I just can't. Like, yeah, everything she has is very good, but it's not like she was dumb from the start. It's not like, these Cetrion players are running rampant like Scorpion and Liu Kang was. Even though I'm not saying Liu Kang was the best at that time, but the Liu Kangs were running rampant. You don't see no Cetrion's all over the place or whatever. Because in my opinion, she takes some level of finesse, just a bit. But yeah, if they just, I don't think should have the teleport at all. I'm just being 100% honest. She does not need this at all. There is literally nothing you can tell me that could convince me that she needs this teleport. A zoner should not have a teleport. I shouldn't even have to say that sentence. I feel like the fact that I'm saying that sentence is so stupid. You shouldn't have to tell this to people who've been designing games for years. Like, really? Y'all gave a zoner a teleport. But that's another thing that I need to talk about in this video. I guess this is going to be a two-part video. Because what everybody needs to realize is NRS wants their games to be projectile heavy. They don't want their game to be, like, they want it to be like the traditional fighter, you could tell in this game, but they still want to have their own little twist in a way. And the first thing they added was crushing blows to be their own little twist. But honestly, they want their game to be a projectile heavy game. I'm going to tell y'all something right now that y'all probably haven't noticed. But just think about it. And I've said this in my Twitch live streams. By the way, go follow me on Twitch and in the description. Every character in this game has a projectile of some sort. Think about that for a second. Literally every character. Even a Scorpion. Every last character in this game has a projectile. And then if some people want to say, oh, the spear ain't a projectile, Aaron Black can parry it, so it counts as a projectile. Every last character. We can go over all of them. Even Jackie. Everyone. All of them have a projectile. They just do. And it actually really surprised me when I realized it at first, because I'm like, dang, everybody has a projectile. Now, it wouldn't be, obviously, that's not as horrible as it sounds, because not everybody's projectile is good. But that doesn't change the fact that everybody in the freaking game has a projectile. In Injustice 2, the game people couldn't stand the most when it came to zoning, even that game, everybody did not have a projectile. Flash, Black Canary, and I think I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one. It was Flash, Black Canary. Matter of fact, I can get on the game. Shout out Elgato. But yeah, in Injustice 2, the most zoning heavy game of them all, not even everyone in this game had a projectile. So I'm remembering for sure is Black Canary and Flash. And there's one more. Cheetah. That's another one. Oh, Gorilla Grodd. There's a lot of characters that did not have a projectile in that game. And I think I'm forgetting another one. Matter of fact, we're going to get on here and check right now. But yeah, it's just kind of, it's just something to think about. You're just like, dang, everybody has a projectile. Go look real quick. Because I know there's one I'm missing. Heck, if you want to count Robin too, Robin didn't really have projectiles. He had some type of setup thing, but it's still technically a projectile. So, yeah, I think we got them all. The one I was missing. So yeah, not even everyone in the most zoning heavy game of them all. Not even everyone had a projectile in this game. That's saying something. That really is. When your most zoning heavy game, you know, not even everybody has a projectile. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think NRS needs to just tone down the projectiles and everything? Like, I really want to know what y'all feel about that. It has actually got kind of, you know, I'm not gonna say ridiculous or anything, but it's just like, dang, y'all really gave everyone in the game a projectile. So, yeah. So I guess it's like kind of like a part 2 or whatever to the video. So part 3, back to Cetrion. I think Cetrion should honestly not get freaking destroyed or anything. Zoning, like I said, I got a whole video on how I feel about zoning. If you just type Nickopz and how I feel about zoning, look that up. And I have a video on how I feel about that. I'm not gonna get into that again, but it's honestly like, okay, it's there. You gotta deal with it. And I don't think nerfing her zoning would be the way to go. Like I always say, when it comes to a character, don't nerf what makes them them. Like I kept saying with Liu Kang, don't nerf the freaking pressure. Don't take his pressure from him. Don't do that. Why take his pressure when you could take the fireballs that he don't need? Or tone the fireballs down. Now, I'm not saying, yeah, don't take his fireballs away. They could just tone them down. Like freaking Sonya, don't take her 50/50s away. Take that projectile away. Not everybody needs such a good projectile if they're so good up close. I don't know why NRS doesn't understand that. Like, I don't get it. It's not hard to comprehend. It's maybe it's the fact that the I don't want to say that because I don't know, but it's just maybe the developers don't play their own game. Shoot, they're probably playing Tekken or something. Everybody plays Tekken. But yeah, that's basically. Oh yeah. So what I got to say about Cetrion is just take her teleport away. That's it. She does not need it. Should have never had it in the first place. And that's basically it.